Woo! First day back in the gym after being sick for a whole week. And I feel amazing. Well, actually, that's not really true. I feel beat up, in total honesty. But that's because I've been sick, and when you get sick, you feel weak. So you feel weak for a long period of time. Then after you get sick, you get back in the gym and try to get everything flowing back the way it was before. And it doesn't always work out that way right out the get-go. So I'm a little worn down because I'm not 100% over getting sick. I'm kind of cleaning the system out. So today sucked. Well, lads and gents, it is Monday. It is a beautiful day here in Michigan, amazingly enough. We do have snow coming. We got about 4 or 5 inches of snow yesterday, which the roads are horrible. On the way home last night, I almost got ran into by about 6 different people, probably because they had been drinking for the Super Bowl. But Mondays are miscellaneous Mondays, where we talk about just about anything that comes to my mind. And you guys are always welcome to leave a comment and let me know, is there something that you guys kind of want to talk about? Because I don't want to always just talk about stuff that I want to talk about and tell you, hey, we're going to have a conversation about it. I want to see what you guys want to talk about. If you want to talk about cars or bikes or boats, we don't always have to do it on those days of the week. We could always do it on a Monday. Also, Mondays will be good too, because basically, if there are a lot of questions across the spectrum, more or less, of one or all of those 3 things, then we can just share as just a general discussion about all 3. And maybe your question will answer a question someone else has, but was trying to wait until, that video for that day came out, and then we just get it out of the way, no big deal. So for this episode of Miscellaneous Monday, we're going to talk about first full week of YouTube and what have I learned from it. So last week, I actually got all 3 uploads on time, posted, uploaded. I even did a little extra one, which was a gag reel for the whole month of January, because people mess up all the time, and I just think it's funny. So I figured I'd add that in, and I'm going to add one in at the last day of every month. You'll get a gag reel for the month, just to show everybody how much I mess up and how difficult this really is, even though it seems so simple and easy. So one thing that I've definitely learned is it's still really weird to watch myself talk, I guess, because I have to go through the editing software and I have to edit out a bunch of stuff. And doing that, it's just really weird to watch yourself, because I gotta watch the whole video so I know where to make cuts and kind of get some of the garbage that doesn't really mean anything out of the way, so it's more of a smooth flowing video. The second thing I figured out is I lick my lips a lot. The only reason I'm putting that so high up on this list is because I'm doing it right now, and I know I'm doing it, and I'm telling myself not to do it. The reason why I do that is, regardless of whether or not I put chapstick on, it's winter and it's cold, and my lips dry out really bad. So for the remainder of the winter, at least, you're probably going to notice that I do it a lot. And believe it or not, I edit that out of videos all the time. I mean, granted, I only have, 5 or 6 videos posted right now. But when I can, I do edit that out of the video as much as I can, just because I do it way too much and it's just weird. Whatever. Number 3, my videos are way too long. And I guess I kind of get why some people, when they do videos, tend to do them in parts. Even if it doesn't say like part 1 or part 2, usually they'll talk about something and then their next video that they upload is kind of finishing up the subject. And I understand that, usually like the suspense thing gets them to watch another video. But when I do a topic, I like to get all of it out, but I like to be thorough and descriptive. I don't want to be like overly vague for any reason. So if I have plenty of information to give out, I try to do that so that we get the whole story out in one get-go, instead of breaking it up and whatnot, and I'm trying to keep it below 10 minutes. And all my videos are like 20 to 25 minutes, and I'm sorry. I know you really don't want to watch a 25-minute video of me just driving around in my truck. And that's the number 4, is I'm realizing that it's kind of boring, or I'm kind of boring. We're just sitting here talking in the truck. So going forward now, over the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna try to, you know, get out of the truck, do more videos where we're actually doing something to make it a little bit more interesting, add more things to the video to make it a little bit more interesting now that I've actually kind of learned how to use the editing software to a point where I can start adding stuff in. I'm still learning though, so can't make really any promises, but trying, really trying. I'm trying to make this work, make it good for you guys, the best as I can, which right now isn't that great, but we're working on it. Another thing that I've learned too is I definitely need a mic. I tried working with the sound in the editing software a little bit to try to make it a little bit more clear and a little less of the background noise. I've messed with the settings on the camera and I've got it to be okay, but even in my editing software, when I'm listening to it, you can still hear that almost like a white noise, you know, like a hum, and it's really, really annoying. And if you guys are wondering what this is just my St. Christopher medal that I keep in my truck that I hang from my rearview mirror, and sometimes it goes in front of the camera. So if you're wondering what keeps popping in front of the camera every once in a while, that's what it is. No, I'm not moving it, so you're just gonna have to fucking deal with it. When you would watch a video, you could tell where there's breaks, where they've stopped, started, and stopped and started, so on and so forth in the editing software. And when I did it, when I started doing this, I realized that if you mess up, you can't just continue from the point that you started, because then it gives you this weird break to edit stuff out. So I know now that if I mess something up, I just have to stop, give it a second so I have a break in my editing software, and then continue on, which is what I try to do. But it doesn't always work out that way, because I'll be right in the middle of a thought and I don't realize that I need to stop for a second, and then I try to edit the video and it just becomes a pain in the ass. But the stop-start stuff is really easy. It's just time consuming. And when I would watch some of the YouTubers that I do watch, it'd be like, oh yeah, you know, I had to edit this video for 2.5 hours. And I always used to think to myself, why did it take you 2.5 hours to edit a video? It's 9 minutes long or 7 minutes long, and there's 8 breaks in it. I'm like, that should take 15 minutes. Then I realized that, well, you have to watch the video, obviously, so you can figure out where you need to make breaks at. Then you have to slowly select the proper frame in which to stop it, in which to start it, so that it moves together evenly. And that kind of stuff takes time. And then you got to talk about adding in video, if you're doing any kind of a video section where it's just the video and maybe some music, and then you got to add the music. It's a bit of a process. Now, do I believe that it is as difficult as some of these full-time YouTubers say it is? You know, the guys that do it all the time, 24/7. Oh, you know, I'm working 19 hours a day, filming and editing. It's not that difficult. It's really not. From a difficulty standpoint, it is stupid simple. It's time consuming, yes, but it's not hard. It just takes time, especially when it comes to finding things to film, content to film, or for me, for topics to figure out, to talk about. It's really not that big of a deal. And that's not me harping on these full-time YouTubers or nothing like that. I'm just saying that if you're looking to get into it and you want to have your own channel, take what they say with a grain of salt. If I could do YouTube full-time, you know, I would work 4 hours a day, because I can plan properly. but I would literally work 4 hours a day, and it wouldn't even be working. It's just filming content. It's not like that's difficult, especially when it comes to what I actually do for a living. It's kind of like counting to 2. It's like that's how easy I would attribute it to. And a lot of YouTubers, whether they be full-time or just as a hobby or something like that, just film whatever and put it on YouTube, and that's fine. That's perfectly fine. But that, you know, it doesn't mean that that was difficult. Again, it's not difficult. It's just time-consuming. So that's one of the things that I've learned in the last week with getting my 3 videos up. So taking what I've learned from my first full week, how do I feel I need to proceed going forward? For one, I need to do shorter videos, or I need to make videos shorter, which I need to figure out how to do that, because some of these YouTubers that I watch that have like 7, 8, 9 minute videos, it seems like we get through so much, like as a conversation, but then like last week I went through a couple of videos and I'm like, we really didn't talk about anything. The title of the video was all of maybe 30 seconds of the video, and then it's just a bunch of just random bullshit. So, but it's not what I'm doing, I guess. It's not as descriptive or in-depth as I try to go, and I think I need to dial that back a little bit, or kind of try to split it up a little bit better. I will try to provide more reasonable length videos going forward. So that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is to get out of the truck. I know me sitting here talking to the camera isn't very riveting. I know, I get it. But that's what we're doing right now. Hopefully this week, I am going to try to get out of the truck and try to add more stuff, more different types of content to videos to make it a little bit more interesting to watch. So going forward right now, those are the 2 main things that I'm really going to try to focus on, and we'll go from there on those. I'm going to try to stop licking my lips so much, or at least during the video, because I just feel that that's weird, that I do it like way too much. Maybe I do, maybe I don't know, but we'll figure that shit out, man. But for all of you who have supported me in my first week, watched my videos and gave me some viewing time, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And hopefully things will get a little bit better for you guys. If you guys have suggestions, leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. You know, if you have an idea of a video that you'd like me to make, even if it pertains to me personally, depending on how personal it is. You know, I like you guys. I don't know if I like you that much yet, but we'll figure it out. But I think that's where I'm going to end today's video. So if you like this video, hit that like button. If stopping it for the first time, hit that subscribe button. And until the next time, guys, deuces.